Hey guys, it's Kyra, and for today's YouTube video, I'm actually going to be talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about. And it's kind of a lot. It's like a bunch of things just all combined, all together. And it's like super serious because it affects me, it affects you, it affects everyone, you know, whether we realize it or not. No matter what, there's no way that this can go good. So I'm basically going to be talking about racism and prejudice in TikTok, on social media, and TV, in the real world. Well, basically, like, the media is the real world because, well, duh, like, it's showing us the real world for our entertainment purpose. So I guess I'll start with, like, the media and, like, TV. I don't really need to go on a tangent in TikTok because we already know TikTok has its problems. We already know TikTok doesn't promote things that are different. Basically, my first issue I want to talk about is like with the media. So with the media, there's a big problem because we really lack diversity. Now, it's just a lot because like it's hard to really make a person understand because like you're not really gonna understand. We lack diversity. Like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a popular show that most everyone knows about, Riverdale, right? So Riverdale, you can say that it has diversity, right? Because it has gay people, lesbians, black people, Asian people, Latino people, you know, like, yeah, it has diversity. So I guess you can say that it does have diversity, but the four main characters are white. I'm not really sure their ethnicity exactly, but I mean, they have light skin, you know. And why is it that the main character of TV shows are always white? Mostly. And here's my problem with diversity. Okay, obviously diversity, it's a great thing, like actually being diverse, but my problem with diversity in the media is that it's never diversity. It's like throwing in a black person, throwing in an Asian person, throwing in a Latino person, but the rest of your cast is white. Oh, it's diverse. No, how is that diverse? Like, let's say Teen Wolf, right? They had one character in there that was black and gay. He was a double diversity, right? And I don't even know, like, well, obviously he had like a boyfriend, so they had another diverse character, but I mean, for the most part, like, it just lacks diversity, you know. Like, most of the people that get casted are always white. My problem with this diversity thing is that, like, you're just throwing in like a few people to try to be diverse, but it's not, because they're like your tokens. Like, you're just throwing them in there just to seem diverse, but you're not actually diverse because you chose them just for that reason, but the rest of your cast is so white, if that makes sense. And like, there's nothing wrong with like a cast being all white, because like there's casts that are all black, you know, but most of the time, like, even if the cast is all black, there's still like some white people, like Black Panther. So like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it being all white, but I'm just saying like, I wish there was diversity, okay? Like, sorry. I'm gonna tell you guys about a quote that I made. I've never heard anyone else say it, never heard it from anyone, so I'm pretty sure I made this quote. So I'm coining it as my quote. Kyra Masters Phillips, LKYERA MASTERS PHILLIPS. Okay? Being told you don't need to be seen, whether out loud or in silence, hurts. Now, what I meant by this quote and the meaning behind what I meant by it is basically saying that us as minorities, or not us, because not everyone watching this might be a minority, right? But people as minorities are basically being told that they don't need to be seen because they're not there. They're not in the media. They're not the main characters in shows. They don't have full casts of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just full of their culture. And it affects us because when you look at the media and you see all these people, like, they could inspire you as a kid, you know? And then growing up, you realize in the end, none of them ever looked like you. And you never really had the same chance that they do, just because of the color that you were born into, the culture you're born into, whatever. So that's like the meaning behind it. It's true, like, we're basically being told we don't need to be seen because we're not there. That says enough right there. You don't have to say it out loud to show me that you feel like I don't need to be seen. The media tells me that. Like, if you go on cable, I don't have cable, but like, if you go on cable, you'll go through channels. I promise you that if you know, you know. You'll see the problem. You'll see the problem. Now, another thing that bothered me. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to look up something on here, and you tell me the problem. You tell me the problem. Now, technically speaking, now, I'm going to look up the word model and go to images. Okay. What do we see here? I feel like a teacher. What do we see here? I mean, I do see diversity here. Okay, so going down, there is some diversity because, as you can see, this person is Asian, and right here it says transgender model. So yeah, there's some diversity. But let's just go down. Okay. What do we see here? A black person. Okay, great. So let's go next. Okay. Okay, one black person right there. You see what I mean? I don't know if, wait, let's see. Wait, let me, before I say anything, let's go to the next page. Oh, there's a black person right there too, sorry. Okay, let's keep going down. Okay, a black person right there, a black person right there. Okay, so, like, they've thrown in some black people, and I feel like it's just to make it seem diverse, because, like, before, I promise you, like, when I was smaller, I would look up stuff like this, and, like, I already knew there was a problem from when I was small, because, like, I would look up, like, beautiful person, and, like, tell me why I scroll down and I don't see anyone who looks like me, you know? The problem with Google, like, I can't really fully put it on Google, because, like, what if there's not a lot of black models, right, for them to promote and put on this, right? Okay, then the problem goes back to the modeling industry. Then it would be their fault. But either way, it's somebody whose fault it is why there's not a lot of diverse models, you know? It's whoever's picking and choosing these models. They're not picking and choosing a lot of people that are different. And the racism in the modeling industry, like, I don't know if that's a thing or whatever, but from what I've seen on America's Next Top Model season 1, they looked like they were low-key being kind of racist to the black people, or at least this one black girl in particular. So
I'm actually surprised after you bragging about being a makeup artist, and then every test I gave you, you failed. I don't know what it was either.
I see nothing vaguely similar to this makeup whatsoever. So here's your shot. What do you think?
Well, I like my skin.
And with your skin texture, being an African American woman, it should be like butter. At the retouching session, your photo was the hardest that we had to do.
is it just me, or like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, I have acne, I'm dark skinned, I'm offended. I don't know, just my opinion. Oh, and also, I want to talk about racism, like actual racism, like not even in the media with like the lack of representation in the media. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like pure racism, because for some fucking reason racism is like the peak, like the pinnacle, the highest level of humor of a 14-year-old boy. And I don't understand it. Like, I be playing, well, it's not like this happens all the time, but I mean, for it to happen one time is enough for me to know that it happens a lot, because like, it's not like I play all the time. But anyways, I was gaming, right? I was playing Fortnite. I was playing random squads, right? Because like, I didn't have any friends on, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna play with the random squad. I don't want to play by myself. So I was listening to these people, these like teenagers, right? They were like, they were about like 14 to 16, so that's why I'm saying it's like the peak of like that teenage boy humor. But like, they were saying the N-word, and like, it's not that I have a problem with hearing people say the N-word, but it's the way they were saying it. Like, it was purposely malicious, because basically I was playing with these two boys and like one of the boys' little sister, I think, and like she had a default skin, and it was a black person, like, and when they saw that, they said the N-word. So come on now, like, you can't tell me that that's not racist. You can't tell me that you're saying the N-word because you hear it in songs. You can't tell me that you're saying it because all your friends say it. No, bitch, you're saying it to be racist. You're saying it to be funny. I don't know. Like, maybe they thought it was funny. Whatever. But I asked them, I was just like, are you racist? And like, yeah, I mean, sometimes you might hear my voice. If you don't see my face, you might hear my voice and not know my color of my skin. And then, once they found out that I was black, I mean, there were some, like, I don't even know if I want to talk about it, because it's just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna fucking talk about it. So one of the guys was just like, are you light skinned? And I was just like, no. And then his brother was just like, oh, you sound disappointed there, like, you know. So it is what it is, like, but like, come on now, no one wants to go through that racism. And another thing is, I saw some tweet on Twitter, and it said something along the lines of fuck white people, right? And like, high key, that's not okay, because you're just opening the door for other people to be racist. If you think it's okay for us minorities to be racist as well, it's not, because it's just gonna create a bigger problem. We don't need racism from anyone, from minorities, from white people, from anyone. We need everyone to love each other, everyone to help each other. That's our problem now. Our problem now with world peace probably begins with racism. For instance, like, I think Iran, we had like a little battle or some type of debacle with recently, before like the coronavirus stuff. I don't know, I feel like that all leads back to racism, because like, it's kind of like xenophobia, because you're kind of like scared of, because of the 9/11. Basically, it creates a fucking circle of hate. If you watch Naruto Shippuden and you hear pain and they're talking about hate and the cycle of hate, it's like that. There's a cycle of hate, and racism adds to that. It creates a cycle, and there's no way to fix it unless we're all, or at least the majority of us, are on the same page. No one can be racist and get away with it. It's not right, you know. Like, it doesn't matter what color you are, you should not act a certain way towards a certain race, because you're just creating a bigger problem. You're just creating a cycle of hate. You're just opening the door for them to be racist. Because back to that tweet with fuck white people, you look at some of the replies are racist, because there's some white people saying bad things about like other races, you know. And they're saying that because they think it's okay, because they feel attacked from that tweet. But no, it's not okay for them to say that because of that tweet. But that tweet was created by someone who probably felt like white people are like really bad to them or something. But does that mean that that it was okay for that person to do it? No, because whoever treated that person like that feels like that because of something that happened to them, and they feel like that because of something that happened to them, and it's just a fucking cycle of hate. That's all it is. Our world right now is full of hate. That's why we can't have world peace, because there's so many problems in our world right now. But anyways, my whole rant about like all of this, I hope I could edit it to make sense and everything, because like it's something that I don't fucking know how to edit this, because I was kind of rambling kind of all over the place. But like everything I said was really important. Everything I said is true. Everything I said, take it to heart. Like seriously, like we need to change people. If we don't change, it's just gonna get worse. What do you think will happen if racism continues? What do you think will happen? It's just gonna be a cycle. You have to break off the cycle, unless history will repeat itself. And we don't want that. We don't want that, honey. We don't want like segregation again. We don't want any of that. So why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all really be diverse? Not fake diverse. Because fake diverse, what I mean by that is I feel like these people are like, okay, we have all our cast, okay, let's just throw a black person in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So yeah, we really need to fix ourselves, people, because the world is gonna go to shit. It's already shitty. It's gonna go to shit if we don't figure it out before it's too late. We need to love each other. We need to help each other. We don't need to be hating on each other. We don't need to be racist, okay? We need to, okay? Thank you for watching my YouTube video. I hope everyone has a great day. I hope everyone feels full of energy today, and honestly, like, just thrive today. Just do some great shit. Go make friends with someone of a different race, okay? Don't be racist. Try to learn and love all cultures, okay? Me, I love all cultures. Well, I can't say, well, I'm interested in all cultures. I can't say I love them all because I don't know them all, but I'm interested in them all, you know? So yeah, everyone have a good day. Continue to be yourself and everything like that. I know that that's really cheesy, but yeah, continue to be yourself. All right, goodbye.